Beloved souls, I am Jesus. I come once again to give a lesson. The subject of this lesson pertains to the changes that will happen within the individual and, on a grander scale, with the earth when the light and blessings from God penetrate many souls upon this planet and many aspects of this world. As your scientists have explained, all aspects of creation include energy, the manipulation of, the transformation and the expression of energy in the material world. So, it is with the transformation of the individual as their soul receives the blessing of God, which is the divine love, having its own qualities and energies that are instilled within the soul, which then changes the makeup of the soul. For with this special blessing, this gift of energy and substance of God, so invariably the makeup of the soul and the expression of the soul is deeply affected by this gift. With this gift comes great change, a great transformation and enhancement of many aspects of the soul. The soul resonates upon a different frequency. That frequency continues to be recalibrated with the gift of divine love within it. As this recalibration is accomplished and continues to be transformed and manifest on higher levels, resonances of energy, so the emanations of the soul affect all parts of the individual. The very molecules of each cell within the body begin to resonate with this new energetic influence from the soul. This changes the body in time so that it too is reorganized and is expressed in harmony with the new properties and energies of the soul, gained through prayer. One's thoughts also are changed and begin to resonate with love. What the individual expresses in the energetic fields that are a part of your life and of the earth and its expression becomes a powerful element of light within the individual and around the individual as all aspects begin to work in greater harmony together. When the transformation of the soul is well on its way, so the body, the mind, and the spirit are in greater harmony and express less that which is not in harmony with God's laws of love. So much can change within the individual, given a large quantity of divine love within the soul. The individual cannot help but respond and change accordingly. Love flows through all parts of the individual, through all aspects and expressions of the individual. This love intensifies with every blessing of God's gift to the soul, and it becomes the motivating agent in all aspects of the individual's life. This love will resonate out into the world and affect the world accordingly, for the power of love is the greatest power in the universe. The power of God's love is a creative and expressive force that is higher than any other in the universe, for this is the very essence of God reflected within the soul. So much can happen through the expression of this love, which has changed and is continuing to change the individual. Their motivations, their gifts, and their expressions in the world will become more in harmony with God's will and God's laws. This may not bring an immediate response or reflection of the blessing of God's love, but it does come to be as the individual accepts and integrates the change that is happening within the soul. In time the individual becomes a new person as they are reborn in love. Their expression in every instance is beautiful to behold and wondrous in its power to bring change into the world. As God's instruments of change, each soul redeemed or partially redeemed in the Father's love has a great influence upon your world. This may not be seen in an overt way, although there are certainly times when blessings and what you might call miracles may be manifested. As the soul brings light through its connection with God into the world, so the overall energetic vibration upon your planet is changed and influenced by this individual. Collectively, many individuals may indeed exert a great influence in the world provided they are attuned to God and attuned to one another. This body of souls in the light of God's truth and love may have the potential to change your world and certainly to change the thinking of many others. So the truth catches from one soul to another, its flame burning bright and lighting many others in the truth of God's love. I know that for many of you it is challenging to be in this world and to express the truth of God's love in this world, for many do not want to acknowledge this and are indeed apathetic towards it. Yet, as you continue to grow in light, so the influence that you carry and the channel that you are will intensify. There will be a tipping point at some time upon this world of yours where this truth will be accepted and commonly known. God is working diligently to infuse His blessings and various energetic influences upon your world in order that it may create a receptive condition that may influence the minds of many. With your exertions, efforts and prayers, expressions of light in the world, you are assisting God in this great transformation, which must come and will come to your world. It is a very fluid and dynamic time and much is happening. With the beginnings of every important change or transformation, there are times of stress and anxiety, of questioning and being unsure of all that is in one's life. When you are feeling this condition, your souls are especially attuned to the conditions and blessings that God is bringing upon the world. So you may feel discomfort, anxiety and restlessness, but rest assured, my beloved friends, it is only the beginning of something wonderful where you are shedding much that is not in harmony with God. You must do so with the utmost efficiency and timing so that you are ready for what is to come. Just as you are changing from the influence and effects of the great blessing of divine love within you, so the world itself, the earth, is also changing and responding to the blessings and effect that God is having upon His beautiful creation. We too are responding in harmony with God's plan and efforts to change the world. God has made this more possible to express our influence and presence upon this world and that of the bright spirits of the spirit world to come to help humanity. A great influence is being exerted upon the minds of many, bringing them to a sense and longing for something of light, harmony, and love. So, this great conspiracy of light and love continues to be enacted upon your world. It is bringing change. It is opening up many souls to higher truths and understanding. It is for each of you who carry this great truth, this great power that is transformative and influences everything, to exert yourselves and bring those who are willing to listen to the truth of God's love and its effects upon the individual. You are given a great responsibility. Many of you just begin this journey and feel you have little knowledge to share, but I tell you, when you stand up and speak the truth to others, God will infill you with this truth and inspire you with the words to speak it clearly. The light will intensify around you as the angels gather close in support and love of your efforts. Do not fear to speak, beloved souls. Do not fear to express your love in the world. Many have been hurt by the judgments of your world. Many feel protective and anxious and worry about the consequences of their actions that are different from those around them. I say to you that it is your test of faith to walk in the world as God's channels of love and truth. Though you may indeed receive rejection and people may turn their backs from you, but you have instilled seeds. You have been an instrument for God to work upon these individuals. As you continue to step forward in light, so you are reinforcing the light and having its effects upon the souls of those around you. As I have said, it may cause them discomfort. They may feel embarrassment for you. But, truly these feelings, these judgments are the reaction of the soul that is compelled to turn to light, but the mind resists and the mind judges. So it is easier to reject the individual who speaks truth than it is to acknowledge the lacking of their true selves in terms of light, love and truth. This is the way of the world, as you well know. But there are always those who are strong and can indeed stand for truth and light and have their influence upon the world, bringing a semblance of harmony to it. I beseech those of you who are willing to stand forth in light to be those harbingers of truth, to be in harmony with God's will and desire, that humanity will know the truth and therefore be able to make the choice. The world is changing as you are changing. Life in this world will be very different in the future. The values and priorities and desires of the individual will be vastly different than what they are at this time. You must be the examples. Although, you too struggle and often have one foot firmly planted within the material desires and perspectives, and one within the soul and that of God. This creates its own dilemmas, its own challenges. But truly, you are continuing to grow and continuing to change. You will find your way. It is not a sin to be in the world and enjoy those good things that God has created for your benefit and your pleasure. It is a sin when these things are not in balance and contradicts the laws of God. As you continue to grow upon this path of love, you will find yourself questioning many things, for as you are more sensitized to your own soul, so these thoughts and perceptions bubble forth. The desire for greater harmony will come to the forefront of your consciousness. You will be challenged, beloved souls. But also, you will challenge others. This is part of the great process and effects of God's blessings upon your world and upon your soul. Indeed, these are challenging times for all of you, but these are times of great potential, great blessings, great understanding, and great transformation. What more could you wish for in a life but one that is dynamic and filled with many blessings, many shifts of consciousness and understanding with much love growing within your heart and soul? This is a life well lived, and it is my desire to inspire you beloved souls, towards a life well expressed in truth. May you come to the truth more fully, more richly in a deep and abiding way that will truly change you and change your actions, your thoughts, and your expressions of love and light. God will guide you upon this path, will send His angels to accompany you, and continue to teach and direct, protect and inspire you. These are the overt outcomes of the great changes that are happening within you, as each aspect of yourself, every cell, every part of you continues to respond to the great blessings of God's love. You will not recognize yourselves 10 years hence if you are sincere upon this path, for in the coming times, the intensity of change, the effects and outcomes of great change will be powerful and undeniable. As you come into greater alignment with God, so you will come to see yourselves much differently and see others in the light of love, compassion, and truth. As your numbers continue to grow and build, so the outcomes, the blessings, and effects of your ministry will widen and deepen in the world. Your time comes, beloved souls. God has blessed you deeply and continues to do so. May you find your way upon the path that God has designated for you. May you find that road full of joy, deepened with insights and truth and knowledge, widened by love, an expression of love and joy so deep, so abiding that your life will take on a hue that is beautiful, a fragrance that is alluring, a beauty that is beyond your imaging. This awaits you, beloved souls, and every soul who comes to God in this way, humbly beseeching God with all earnestness to receive the gift of His love. So, it will come in great abundance. The floodgates will open and the love will flow, washing over you, cleansing you, changing you so that in time, all that is you will be different and changed, healed, and in great joy and light. Join me upon this road and we shall know the wonders and glories of God together. God's gift to you is His love. This gift will be expressed in many forms and ways, expressions and manifestations that will be of light and truth. May you continue to know the peace of God's presence with you. May you continue upon this path, this journey. I am with you always, your brother and friend Jesus. I will continue to speak of the wonders of God's transformative love and how this will bring you to great joy. God bless you. God bless you, beloveds. My love is with you.